Dane, we are back.
Wow.
And it's only us two this week.
Wow. It's Christmas.
I can hear my own thoughts. I love it so much. But I have a quick question for you.
Yeah?
If you were at a party, which of Santa's reindeer would you be?
Blitzen. Obviously, because I get blitzed.
I knew it. I was thinking Blitzen would be a good answer. I also thought Cupid, because you're always like, hey, how you doing, Sade?
No, I'd be Vixen because he's the best looking of all the reindeer.
Oh, true. What about Dancer?
No, Dancer's a little fruity.
A little fruity? Okay,
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think there's a lot of good options, but the ultimate option would be Rudolph, because he does he gets lit. He gets lit at the parties.
No, he's an outcast who doesn't know his directions.
Which, aren't we all?
No.
Are we all?
I know where north, south, east, and west is.
Okay, well, just stop bragging.
We are facing east right now.
Well, obviously, but anyways,
I'm pretty sure we're facing east.
We got a good episode in for you today. It's episode 104, finishing up season 2 of the Until Next Week podcast.
104 episodes. Welcome back.
We've done this almost 2 years, and I almost clicked the stop record button.
That's crazy.
Instead of the stop music button. So that shows how great.
At least it would have been early and could have just done that again.
I've done it before. I was about to click it. I'm like, no. Click the stop music first, and then we can go on with our life.
So true. However, we should start this with duck calls. Mine was better.
Why? Why duck calls? Did you go duck hunting?
No, I just thought about my duck hat that I like a lot. I have a corduroy mallard hat, and I wear it a lot, and I like it.
I feel like I've seen you wear that before.
Probably.
Why don't you wear it more often?
Because I like my hair, and I don't know. So when I was a kid, I loved wearing hats. I would wear them 24/7. And then I got to school, and they were like, "You can't wear hats here. You can't wear hats." Yeah, it's
so dumb
because it's a respect thing. Whatever.
Is it respect?
And that's the reason they would give me.
Okay.
And I disagree with it. And I understand that old people think it's a sign of respect, but I also think that some of the things that old people do are dumb, like churn their own butter. And so,
what's wrong with churning your own butter?
Well, lots of reasons, really, but we're not here to get into that.
I mean, it's a good workout for the arms. So going up and down, up and down, up and down.
My stick arms?
Yeah. Well, obviously you aren't churning your butter.
Well, not yet.
Okay. Well, you should churn your butter soon.
Nice. No.
Okay. Well, before we just stop saying anything, I got to remind you, road to 100 5-star reviews on Apple and Spotify. We're slowly going up, but you could help us reach our goal quicker if you leave 5 stars. If you don't know how to do it, look on YouTube. Use AI. Ask us in our Instagram chats. Send us a TikTok video of yourself explaining your question, and we might be able to help. So please, like Sabrina Carpenter would say, leave us a 5-star review on Spotify and Apple. And also leave us a written review on Apple if you can, and we'll read it on the podcast.
Yes, so true. And life has never been more sweet.
And it's the highway. Life is a highway.
It is a highway. And also, to finish the story about the hats.
Oh, you're still going with the hats.
I quit wearing hats because of teachers. And now I am like, I don't want to wear a hat unless I'm outside working.
Well, you're working right. You're working right now.
I'm working these pants. That comes into play in my updates of the week. So,
okay. Do you want to go straight into yours then?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Oh, yes.
So, this is more of just a story.
Isn't that our entire podcast?
Okay, fine.
It's all stories.
Everything is a story, and we're good storytellers, and that's why this works.
We're an audiobook.
We are basically an audiobook of our lives. If you want to know my autobiography, go listen to the Until Next Week podcast. I can't wait until we're dead, and this is all that.
I was bringing that up. Like everybody's like, once you die, they'll forget you. I'm like, no. That's why I created a podcast.
The podcast
so they can
lives
go
on.
back, and as long as it isn't taken down, you can listen to us again and again and again.
Let's be honest. The government's going to try and censor us here pretty soon.
I think they have been. That's why we haven't blown up yet.
That's true. I mean, we're schmedium right now.
We are pretty schmedium. Okay,
however,
hat.
No.
I thought you were talking about your hat.
I ended that story, and it leads into my updates of the week.
I don't actually listen to you.
That's okay.
Oh, yeah. I remember now.
And I already told you about this, but this is really funny. So there I was last Sunday, and I had a few things going on Sunday. Obviously, I work on Sundays, and so I I did not teach.
Blah, blah, blah. And so this, and that's how we got here.
No, I didn't teach on last Sunday. But it was our last like Sunday thing before we take time off for winter break or whatever for middle school, high school ministry. And so we did that. And then what did we do? Did I say we had our Christmas party yet? Yeah, we did.
Sure.
Yeah, I talked about that. However, what we didn't talk about is last Sunday how I worked all day and then I got invited to a wedding. And whose wedding do you think I got invited to?
The married couple.
They are now. However, one of my ex-girlfriend's weddings. Yes.
No. And you weren't the groom or the best bridesmaid?
I was close to the bridesmaid. However, instead of being a bridesmaid, so the backstory was there was this one girl and I went on dates with her like 6 times. I went on like 6 dates with her and she would end up being like, hey, like, or I would say, hey, let's go out on a date. And she would say, yeah, let's go. And then we'd go on it. And then I'd say, yeah. So do you want to do this again? And she goes, well, this wasn't a date.
What is it?
Man, it was planned, paired off, and paid for. And I picked her up and we did stuff.
What's her definition of a date?
That's what I'm saying.
What do you have to do?
My friend Miles gave me the 3 P's for dating, which is planned, paired off, and paid for.
Okay, good.
Yeah. No. That's crazy. No.
Keep going.
Planned, paired off, and paid for. And I had all 3 of those checked. And
those are the Christian P's.
Yeah. Those are the Christian. Well, yeah, sort of. And so we like went to Panera one time. We went for a walk.
That could be another P.
It was another P. That's crazy. I didn't even think about that until this moment right now. Yeah. This was years ago, by the way. And so then we would go on them, and then I'd be like, do you want to do this again? She'd be like, these weren't dates. And I'm like, yeah, they were. We did all these things. And then she goes, well, I'm just not really looking for that, or not looking for that. But she goes, I don't really see it as that. And I'm like, okay. And then I'd be like, that's fine. However, I'm not like waiting around, and I'm also not asking you to marry me. I'm just asking you to go on a date with me.
Quick follow-up.
Yep.
Are you older or is she older?
I'm older. She was.
Therefore, if you both say, if you think it's a date and she doesn't think it's a date, you have more priority because you are older.
And
so therefore, it is a date.
And I'm male.
You dated a married woman.
No.
That's married now. I guess she wasn't married then.
I've dated a few married women then.
Shout out. Way to go. You prepared,
Don't clip that.
You prepared them for marriage.
No. Actually, yeah.
You did.
So there's a handful of people that I was the last person they dated and then they got married.
You set them up.
Hold on. There's 3 people now that I can think of.
And there'll be more. There will be more.
There will be more. I don't know what that. That's crazy. But so I would go out, or she would say, these aren't dates. And then I would be like, that's fine, but I'm not really looking to just waste time and like see what possibly that. I was 24 and she was 20 at the time. And so
you are older.
I am older. Yeah. And so then I would say, okay, that's fine. And I go home and I would start going on with my life. And she would send me a long text about how she's like, I just need to get to know you better. You seem like a great guy, but I really want to build like a really strong friendship before we jump into something. And I'm like,
how long until she sent you the wedding invitation?
Oh man.
When she sent you that, did she follow up with that a few weeks later?
No.
Or okay.
Years later.
Okay. Years. Yeah.
But then she was in those long texts, and then we would just be texting back and forth. Then we'd go out on another date, and then it would be a rinse and repeat basically. And I'm like, okay, well, we've done this like 6 times now. I think we're done. Like, I can't keep doing something like this. She goes, oh, that's fine. I'm sorry. And I'm like, yep. So we moved on. And then I meet her now husband separately before they're dating. And he's a nice guy. He's pretty cool.
You didn't date him, did you?
No, I did not date him.
I was going to say, that'd be crazy if you prepared both of them for marriage.
He is a beautiful man though. However, a mean mustache, and love that guy. And so then I hear word that they're going on dates and dating, and I'm like, this is interesting because he's like an adrenaline junkie, and she's like this soft, sweet, very conservative kind of girl, and like has never done anything like out of line ever. And I'm just like, well, this is interesting. And then I'm friends with them, and I keep thinking the whole time, I'm like, man, I wonder if her boyfriend knows that I used to go on dates with her. Because like I would go up and talk to them at church and stuff. And so then it was just awkward. And then I learned later that he does know, and he's okay with it. And I'm like, okay. And especially like, here's like the secret elixir if you want people to get along with you, just get cancer. And
But you said it hurts your dating pool.
It really does.
It makes good friends bad dating relationships.
That's exactly right. Yes. So
that could be the new tagline for cancer.
Because everybody feels sorry for you, and so they're friendly to you, but they definitely don't want to date you.
Except for some people. Yeah, actually, I don't want to go down that route.
Except for some people.
Yeah.
So,
hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever think that the reason these guys are dating these girls is because they saw you dating them first and knew if you were going after them, they were of the highest quality?
I mean, I doubt it.
And I was trying to spin it for you.
They knew that I was the one to, like, girls date me and they're like, oh, okay, now I know what I want, and it's not that.
So does anyone comes in and they're like, oh, well, that was quick. Sweet.
We always break it for a variety of reasons. Like, that girl wasn't ready. I dated a different girl who, she just wanted to do whatever her sister was doing. Like, her sister started dating a guy, so then she started dating me.
Oh,
her sister,
wait, so the sister wasn't dating you as well?
No.
Okay.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's sister wives.
Well,
to a different extent.
Basically.
Yeah.
And so things like that, random different circumstances that always end up to the breakup. It's never one thing. Either way. So I get invited to the wedding. Right?
Yes.
I get invited to the wedding. And then I'm just like, okay, this is fun. Oh man, I see a bunch of people I know. Let's party. And then we're sitting at our table. First thing I do
Blitzen.
Close. So first thing I do is they have 2 bottles of sparkling grape juice on everybody's table that are clearly meant for the toast. And I look around and I go, And of course, at every event that I go to, I become the executive mischief consultant and I start taking charge of the table, right?
Obviously.
Of whoever I'm sitting with. I'm just like, guys, tonight there are no rules. That's like, I have like the same play every time.
Did you get a piece of cake before they cut it?
No, that's a big no-no. So I didn't do that. However, I'm like, these are clearly for the toast. However, what are they going to do? Kick us out? That's
true.
Like,
true.
These are things I'm saying, like, at the table. And then so I open one. So now it's too late for anybody to object. And I start pouring it in my glass. Now everybody's doing it. And we go through our 2 bottles before the bride and groom even get back in the room.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, well, we need more. So I get up and I go over to other tables and I just steal them. And
you are wild.
And I bring them back to our table. I'm like, all right, guys, 2 more.
Pour another round, Dane. Another round. We're getting that sugar high.
Well, we drink those like before they come in and as they're entering. And I'm like, all right, we're through those 2. And then they do the dances. And I'm like, well, we need 2 more bottles.
Oh, my word.
So I go steal 2 more bottles.
Your table's just covered in bottles.
No,
you're over there. You got shades on. You're playing shots. Everybody.
No, I was strategic. I would take the empty bottles and switch them. Yeah, switch them out.
Fill them with water.
I should, but
and then they could have just been like, oh, they got the off-brand stuff.
They got the Stay Hydrated brand.
Man.
However, then so we start taking all those, and then the music starts playing, right? And then I'm like, okay. And they're like, everybody to the dance floor. And I'm like, no, I'm too old for this. I'm 27 now. I can't.
Shut up.
I can't throw it back like I used to.
No, I've seen you. You can throw it back like nobody's business.
Well, yeah, people.
If you did that more often, you would get all the ladies.
No. People describe my dancing as car wreck-like, as in they want to turn away, but they just can't.
Well, I see it more of like a waste dump. Because you always just have that massive dump truck going.
Whoa. Speaking of that. So we're getting into it. I'm like starting to hear some songs. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And then they play Mr. Brightside. I'm like, all right, I'm out here. And I start going crazy. And I'm like, yeah.
That's kind of a wild song to get really crazy to. I feel like it's more just jump up and down.
Oh my goodness. People were screaming it in my face. One guy tried to unbutton my shirt. You know this guy, Josh Kapassan.
That doesn't surprise. He probably did that for every song.
Well,
Josh, you gotta stop.
I said
everybody's shirts are unbuttoned because of you.
So what I do with some of my dude friends who are there, I say, all right, for every hour another button comes unbuttoned, and then he goes, yeah, and he starts to unbutton all of my buttons, and he goes, I want to see that paprika chest. And I'm like, whoa.
Was he at your table drinking all of the sparkling juice?
No, he wasn't. That's the best part.
So he was very sober.
Yeah.
Without all the sugar in his system.
Everybody's sober. There was no alcohol
at
this
wedding. But we're going sugar sobered.
Well, yeah, just so everybody knows there was no alcohol at this wedding.
Yeah, just so you know, because he's only 27. He's not old enough to drink yet.
Well, I don't drink anyways. However, people think I'm drunk by the way I act.
Yeah, it's just your personality.
It's just my personality. My personality is an unhinged drunk man.
Yeah, it's a good place to be at because you're completely aware of what you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know you're being crazy.
It's the best and worst part. And then I can drive home and it's fine. And so I get out there, Mr. Brightside's playing. We're going crazy. People are trying to take off my shirt. And then the next song is Low by Flo Rida. And every song that's coming, I'm like, oh man, this is my song.
That's my jam. You're
that's my jam.
It speaks to me.
And so now, if you could imagine with
apple bottom jeans,
if you could imagine
boots
with your
the
mind,
fur.
So I was good.
The whole club was looking at her.
So I was going to go through it like that.
She hit the floor. Next thing you know, baby, she got low. Well,
you already went too far in it.
Did I skip all of it?
I did not get that far into the song.
Oh, baby, she got low. Oh no.
No,
is that about where it was?
If you could imagine people as you're driving or walking or sitting down, we get to that later.
Yep.
There I was dancing, going crazy, and it said she had apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur.
With the fur.
You point to your boots whenever that's happening. The whole club was looking at her. You point at somebody, and then it's she hit the flow, and then
that's when you drop it.
That's when you drop it low. And when Dane dropped it low, because I can drop it low like nobody's business.
No, he goes all the way.
It hurts my knees actually. I go all the way down, and whenever Dane dropped it low, rip.
Oh no.
Absolutely annihilated my pants. And when I say ripped my pants,
hey, clip it. New sound effect. I absolutely annihilated my pants.
Dude,
I run the slowest smile.
No.
I absolutely annihilated my pants.
I run the slowest smile.
Think of it. That could be a great one.
When I say I ripped my pants, I don't mean small rip. I mean from like all the way up, like perfect C, like it's like SpongeBob SquarePants ripped my pants, and it's awful. And I'm like, I feel it immediately, and I'm like, oh no. And so I'm like, I gotta get out of here.
I had everybody on my side,
man,
but I went and blew it all sky high, and now she won't even spare
a passing glance. All just because I ripped my pants.
And that's all we got.
When Big Larry came just to put him. No, we're not going to sing. However, that's a great song.
Yes.
But that's exactly what happened. And so I'm on the dance floor with ripped pants now. And I'm like, I got to get out of here. So I like mildly walk, like brisk walk to the bathroom.
Are you holding your cheeks?
No, I'm just like, okay, walk fast. Nobody will notice. They're all distracted by the dancing. And I'm like, get in there. And if you mess with your butt, people are going to see you messing with your butt. So
another clip.
No, don't clip that.
If you mess with your butt, they'll see you messing with your butt.
So then I get to the bathroom and I turn around and look at it. I'm like, oh no, it's all the way up. It's so bad. People, of course, see this.
Did you at least have underwear on?
I did.
Okay,
I
good.
did.
That's new. That's new for you. I'm glad you made that New Year's resolution and kept with it.
So imagine this. I'm wearing dark charcoal pants that were actually really nice pants, came as a complete suit that I ripped. And then I'm wearing bright green underwear underneath it. So it's not blending in either.
Oh, yeah.
It's so noticeable. I'm like, oh, no. And so I'm like, okay, what's the plan here? What's the move? And I'm like, okay.
Did you bring your sewing kit?
No. I'm like,
dang it.
Well, let's see. Okay, untuck the shirt. I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt and I untuck it. I'm like, okay, it's covering my butt until I lift my arms in the air. Then you can totally see it. And I'm like, okay, just don't lift your arms in the air. But that means I'm done dancing for the night. And so that was the retirement of that night, which was kind of nice because I didn't get all sweaty then.
Take the pants off.
No, I did that later in the car. And but yeah, now I'm like, man, they're probably ruined. It's like 18 inches of a rip.
I mean, that's not too. I mean, just get it same colored underwear.
Yeah.
They won't know.
No.
They won't know.
It's crazy.
How will they know?
Who's going to know?
Who's going to know? Who's going to know?
And so that was just awful, on top of my ex-girlfriend getting married, on top of drinking them under the table.
Nice.
And it was just ridiculousness. Where am I at over here? And then I drove to the silent disco where you were at.
And that's a great transition to my updates from the week. Yes, on that same Sunday, we had a K-Life silent disco that Dane skipped out on because I
had to go to this wedding.
Anyways, so what a silent disco is, basically, there are 3 different DJs. They all have their own playlist going, but everybody is wearing headphones. So if you take off your headphones and you listen, it's just weird because it's like complete silence
really
and
weird.
people are like trying to sing. But if you put the headphones on, that's when the party begins.
Oh, yeah.
So they have red team, blue team, green team. I'm blue team. My DJ name was Frosty Fresh.
Hashtag
I made sure that
Democrats.
I was the I made sure that I was the middle table to really stand out, but I'm significantly taller than everybody. So of course I stood out. One of the fans of the pod, not really a fan of the pod, one of the members, podcast guest. Yes, from episode 8, Abby Palmer was Team Green. And then we also had Team Red, and I'm going blank who that was.
It was hold on.
I'm going blank.
I talked to his Ethan Ray.
Yeah, he was red. I'm sorry, I forgot that for a second. I don't know if you listen. If you do, sorry. But we all kind of had our own different vibes.
I talked to his mom this weekend.
Oh, nice. How's she doing? She doing fine?
Yeah, she is. She's got a great job.
Yeah, Jonas Brothers, year 3000. She's doing fine. Anyways, each of us had 5 exclusive songs on our playlist. We did like a song draft, which was kind of weird, where only we could play specific songs. Some of these songs for myself were like the Cupid Shuffle. That was like one of my top picks. I had All I Want for Christmas Is You, which surprisingly, I think All I Want for Christmas Was You was my number 1 pick. I shouldn't have had it number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2, I somehow got Cupid Shuffle.
Yeah.
Which everybody loves.
What'd they pick in the
It's
first
great.
round?
I think Abby had like Love Story.
No.
Ethan had more random songs.
Yeah, he probably chose something.
One of his top
crazy.
5 picks was Christmas Tree Farm by Taylor Swift. I'm like, that's a bold top 5 pick.
He probably picked songs that he likes, but he's wrong.
He had some top ones that were good, but it was interesting jumping because, again, with these headphones, you can choose which station you're on. So you can go blue, red, green. So every once in a while, if for some reason not everybody is blue, I will see what the other teams are doing just in case if they have a different song they're playing that I don't want to hit a certain song at the same time.
Yeah, you don't want to waste a bullet.
Yeah, you don't want to waste it. So you got to see just in case. And in those scenarios, if everybody's turned to a different song, that's where you could maybe throw in one that you're like, I don't know how this will do, but I'll just kind of see. I'll see what might happen here. But basically, I really try to bring the vibes. There were a few songs in a row where I had about everybody turn blue. I think it started with the Cupid Shuffle. If you go to the Cupid Shuffle, everybody's going to the Cupid Shuffle.
All the white people.
It was great. It was a barn burner. I don't even know really what else to say there, but I got some pictures of everybody being blue. Pretty sweet. I don't know.
Blue wave.
Let's see. I tried to pull up my playlist. I had a few different ones that really just got everyone going.
Did you play Mr. Brightside?
I didn't have that as mine. I wasn't
Unreal.
as big of a fan of it.
Whatever.
Some other ones that really hit well were Frozen songs.
Yeah.
So I had like Let It Go and like Love Is an Open Door. And it's fun watching the expressions on these like kids' faces, realize like, oh, turn to this one, go right now, go to blue, because then they're singing all of those different songs. Some songs that did not do as well was like Whip My Hair, my Willow. I thought it would do better.
Whip My Hair back and forth.
Yeah, only a few people enjoyed that. I did
too old now.
Did the Harlem Shake. That
too
was
old now.
So. Church Clap was pretty good because people were like, play Church Clap. Because every once in a while they would come up with their phone and I think it would be like a screenshot on their Snapchats and it's like, play this. And I'm like, okay, I got you is one of the songs. All I Want for Christmas Is You is another big one that hit really well.
Church Clap is boring. I'll say it.
But it's for the kids.
It's the most basic dance there ever was.
It really
just like
is.
the Cupid Shuffle.
It's better than the Cupid Shuffle.
It's slightly better than Cupid. Cupid Shuffle isn't anything.
I just like those songs because it gets people going. Also, the YMCA played that. That got people going.
That's okay.
I'm trying to see if there's any others. Lip Gloss did pretty well by Little Mama.
White girls like that.
All the Taylor Swift songs were a little hit or miss. It's like, hey, is this working? Is this not working? But overall, I think we all had different songs that worked really well for the crowd. I did have, again, like a few songs in a row that was like all blue the whole time, which was cool. And then after the silent disco where we killed, we had a silent disco after party,
of course,
which is like only the leaders. And that's where you have a little more freedom to get a little more crazy with your song choices. And this is where I thrived. Because I'm a little bit older than both Ethan and Abby, which means
true. You know what the people want.
I know what the people want. They don't even always know what they want until we start playing it. But the amount of time, I probably had them blue 85% of the time.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the songs I had here, Low, that's where it came into play.
Well, you know.
I had Wobble.
Oh, yeah.
I had Do the John Wall.
Oh, John
One, they
Wall.
weren't, they were already on a different song, but I played Hot to Go by Chapel Roan because, local Springfieldian or Willardian, however you want to look at it. Party Rock Anthem, another one that's kind of getting going.
Another pretty good
Snap
one.
Your Fingers by Little John. We had WAP by J Dash.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah, obviously. Bad Guy, Billie Eilish hit pretty hard. And Thrift Shop. Thrift Shop was about it. And then the one out of those that is not like hardcore, like rap or dance music was I played Every Time We Touch.
What's that?
It's like, every time we touch, I get... Okay, I'm going to sing.
I don't know that song.
Okay, here we go. Here's the beginning.
I still hear your voice when you sleep.
I've never heard this.
This is like the ultimate white person song.
Well, I'm not white.
You're red, but it still works. Do you not recognize it yet?
No. I promise you I've never heard this.
Man. Here we go. Beat drop. And that was about 29 seconds, and I stopped there just in case they...
Get freaky?
I don't know. But yeah, that was a really good one. Got everybody going. But overall, very good times. Someone who really enjoys a lot of that music, especially the rap stuff.
Michael Fuller.
No, one of our sponsors, Jake's Body Shop.
Really?
He has some moves where he's like,
man,
feeling himself.
He works on it at home sometimes.
He is enjoying it like nobody's business.
Yeah. Sometimes he lets himself loose a little bit.
Yeah, he let it flow. Also, Joe Hendricks, obviously. He
Joe's
has
crazy.
so many dance moves where he's feeling it as well.
Youth pastor vibes.
And then there were a couple requests because Michael Fuller, yes, he did crash the party.
Yep.
And,
what a guy.
He had 2 different song requests for me. I don't remember one of them. I don't see it on my list currently, but the other one was Clarity.
Oh, yeah, he did want that.
And Foxes. And honestly, not a song I would typically choose, but I did it for him. And as soon as I played it, he just was jumping and screaming and running around. And I'm like, I'm glad I'm able to make you happy here, Michael, because that's the only reason I played that song was for you.
Unreal.
So that was a very good, enjoyable time. It really brings out something in me getting to be a DJ, especially like a competing DJ where I got to be better than the people next to me.
I mean, that's just life.
It's good. It's so nice, but there are sometimes issues in the silent DJ sphere.
Obviously.
With you being a silent DJ, there are times where you maybe want to change a song a little early if you don't see it hitting really well with everybody.
Yeah.
And
but you kind of can't.
I did make this mistake one time specifically that I kind of regret. I was playing You Can't Stop Me by Andy Mineo.
Oh, yeah.
And there were some groups that were getting into it. And with about 30 seconds left in the song, I may have somewhat accidentally cut it right before the beat drop. And immediately they just stared at me. They're like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like,
terrible DJ.
I realized I made a mistake here. It was near the very end, and Joe was saying that we need to pick like a final song to go with. And I should have just let that song play out, and I didn't.
Yeah,
and I definitely killed the vibe there, and I'm like, I'm so sorry.
You wanted the big one too much.
Yeah, and the big one wasn't even a good one.
Dang it.
Yeah.
I get that, though.
Yeah, and so that was my biggest mistake I think I made during the night. But overall, very, very good time. So
you know what else is a good time?
That's all I got for a good time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But watching sports is usually a good time.
Oh, well, that is awesome that you mentioned that because I have buttons I can change to that are irrelevant to what we're talking about, but actually psych because it is sports talk and Michael Fuller is not here to speak over me, but that's good again because we can talk about fantasy football, normal football, baseball, hockey. I don't know any other sports really, but one thing we don't talk about is soccer.
Except Kyle Hibbert.
Well, yeah, so Kyle Hibbert. Welcome back to Sports Talk with your hosts, Dane and Samuel.
I'm Dane.
That's it. And I'm Samuel.
Oh.
And we have some quick sports talk updates for you. Yes, this week was week 1 of the fantasy football playoffs in the until
Ellie
next
Hoopy's not
week.
in it.
We already know that, but you just had to bring it up again.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, technically, she is in it. She's just not in the champions bracket.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Currently, I'm playing Austin Messer. He currently has a lead over me through the first week. And he was all excited. He put in the chat, it's like, hey, I was really excited that I beat Samuel until I realized, it's a 2-week thing, which is good for me, bad for him, because I'm currently projected. This is my highest projected week ever. Currently, I'm projected to get like 308 points, which is crazy high. So if everything goes to plan, I should beat and knock out Austin of the championships. Currently projected to beat him by 20 points, but anything can happen. But I do have a lot of good guys going, and they have a lot of easy matchups. So assuming there's no major injury or anything crazy happening, I hopefully will make the championship game against either you, Dane, or Ryan
Dane.
Rockwell.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, it looks like Samuel, which last night was Thursday night, but neither of you two had anybody playing.
No, because those are the Chargers and
Broncos.
Yeah, no one wants those guys.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And then it looks like, you're down 15 points or 17 points. And yeah, you have a 55% chance of winning according to ESPN.
Because
so that's interesting.
My projections, like Josh Allen's projected a crazy number.
Oh, yeah.
All my running backs are projected crazy numbers. I would have had a higher projection because I picked up the Steelers wide receiver, but he's not playing this week. Otherwise, I would have been projected 5 points
Pickens.
higher. Yeah, I picked him up because someone
been going off.
Jack dropped him like a few weeks ago. I'm like, this would be my best wide receiver. I need to pick him up. So maybe I can use him in the next 2 weeks.
Well, and then over to me, I was winning by like, what was it? I was winning by like probably 10 points.
Yeah.
Over, hold on. Everybody
Ryan
hold on. Ryan Walkwell.
Ryan Walkwell.
I was winning, but he had a Charger play last night.
Oh.
So he had Ladd McConkey, and so now he's up by 7 points.
But Ladd didn't have a good game.
He had 6 for 87, so he got 24 points.
Oh, okay, that's better than I thought.
Because our league is ridiculous.
Okay. That's decent for a wide receiver.
Yeah, in real life or like in real fantasy football, it's pretty decent. It's okay. And so we'll see. Like it says, I have a 55% chance of winning, and so he just will be one person down. And
we need that to happen.
We need a Dane versus Samuel.
We need to play against each other in the until next week football championships. But again, so much can happen. We don't know.
Did we rig it? Possibly.
Maybe. We
Only
rigged
for
it
Allie
with
not to be in.
check. Yeah. But overall, pretty good time, pretty fun. Excited to see how the season ends. But you just have to wait until next week or the next week to hear how it goes.
That's true.
Some other quick little sports talk updates for myself is I saw something the other day, and it was like all the NFL teams that have scored at least 30 points in a game.
This year?
Yes. And at the point of recording, I believe there were 25 teams that have scored
32.
30. Oh, no. 27
of 32
teams of 32 have scored more than 30 points in a game.
All but 5.
The only 5 that have not are the 3-10 Patriots, the 3-10 Jets, the 2-11 Raiders,
of course,
the 2-11 Giants, and the 12-1 Chiefs.
Yeah, freaking Chiefs are skating by on a prayer.
It makes no sense.
And I'm tired of them.
Did you see this picture?
No, but
it was like, here it is, Jay Kuda. And it circled all the teams. And it's like, yes, that's not
even
that many
the Cowboys.
Points. And then nope. And it showed 4 of the worst teams in the NFL. And then the Chiefs, who people say are the best team in the NFL.
Even the Jaguars.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, the Chiefs, okay, in their defense, they have had like 2 games where they did score 30. But they have not scored more than 30.
That's true.
But they are 12-1 at the time of recording.
Who are they playing this weekend?
I don't care.
They're playing like the Raiders on Saturday.
Mahomes might not even play.
He's supposed to play.
There's a chance that former Eagles superstar quarterback
Carson Wentz
might be filling in. And if he does fill in, I'm sure they'll still win by they'll score more points with Carson Wentz than Mahomes. I'm calling it now.
Yeah, they will, because they'll actually run a decent playbook.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
And so tomorrow, what is it? That's not it. Oh, Texans and Chiefs play tomorrow at noon on Peacock.
Nice.
That's crazy. And then they play the Steelers on Christmas Day, which I'm like, okay, they play 2 almost real teams, and the Chiefs have to win 2 out of 3 in order to get the number 1 seed. And
did the Broncos win last night?
No.
Oh, so they've not clinched a playoff spot then.
Exactly.
Dang. That's crazy.
Especially with the loss to the Chargers, who also needed a win last night.
That's wild.
That's crazy. So, what else you got?
Besides that, the only other update I really had was the Christmas winter baseball meetings, I guess, happened recently.
Meetings.
I didn't realize they were happening.
Yeah.
I knew there was like a lot of trades going on and signings, but I didn't know the meetings had actually occurred.
Oh, yeah.
The biggest thing that I saw, besides, again, some big signings that we kind of talked about, some of them, the other ones are irrelevant, is that Nolan Arenado, the star third baseman for the St. Louis Cardinals, who was the guy we wanted for so long, and he was so good,
Love that
but
guy.
then fell off offensively like the past 2 years, which has been kind of sad to watch because I still love him as a player.
Love that guy.
It's been discussed a lot that he is likely to get traded this offseason.
Right.
And they were about to trade him to the Astros, but then he was like, no. I have a no trade clause. I don't want to go to the Astros, which is understandable because he doesn't like their mascot, which is a trash can. And he does not know how to bang it properly.
Yep.
So
he just wants to win.
I know.
Fairly.
I know. Also, Jack, don't clip that.
Cheating is bad. Collusion is good.
Yeah. So I still expect him. He'll get traded at some point, I'm sure, in the next few weeks. Whether it's to the Astros or another team, we'll just have to see. But it is kind of a sad time
I hope it's the
to be a
Dodgers.
Cardinals fan because he was supposed to be the chosen one.
He is the chosen one.
And he just...
No, Mason Wynn's the chosen one.
Well, Arenado was supposed to be the chosen one, but now we have Wynn, who's our Jedi.
Yeah, probably. Because if he can keep going and do this for like 15 years, everybody's going to love him.
That's wild to say. After 1 year. If he just does this like another 15 years,
hit
that's
287, play elite defense.
That's all he needs.
Yeah, that's all he has to do.
Yeah. Just basically do what Ozzie Smith did with a better bat.
Yeah.
There we go. It's so easy. Come on, Mason.
Come on, Mason.
You can do it.
The only thing I have is Woody Johnson. Do you know who that is? He's the Jets owner.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, I think I saw something. Was it about his kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So apparently Woody Johnson is vetoing trades.
Stop really quick. What a name.
Woody
Johnson.
Dang it. Sorry, Samuel's inappropriate, guys.
No. It's like Toy Story.
Right. Me too.
It's like Woody from Toy Story and then like Magic Johnson. Also another great name.
Dang it. I'm tired of Samuel.
Sorry, what was your update?
So Woody Johnson is vetoing trades because his son is telling him that these players don't have good Madden ratings.
I mean, that's reasonable.
So Jerry Jeudy was going to be traded to the Jets, and he vetoed the trade because he didn't have a good rating on Madden. And then a offensive lineman, which you read to me right before the podcast, that Aaron Rodgers has been sacked the most times in the NFL this year. And
I don't know if he's been sacked the most, but he's been sacked 32 times through 14 games.
A lot.
Yeah.
And so you think they might need some offensive line help. And
maybe
Woody, the owner, vetoed another trade that would have brought in an additional offensive lineman to assist with not allowing sacks. And yet here we are again because he has a bad Madden rating. And when you have clowns like this run the front office, this is why you have bad teams.
How old is this guy? Is he like 12?
I'm sure
he's like 4.
Crazy
Dad,
old.
I'm telling you, we need this other guy in my Dynasty League, or I don't know how they call it.
On my franchise on Madden.
This is the guy you need. It's me. I made a custom player.
Yeah.
Sign me, Dad.
That's just crazy. I'm
That
like,
is
why
wild.
are we doing it off this? Don't you have advisors?
I would not be surprised though if other people have done this. They just don't say it out loud though.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, this guy, all these really top execs or whatever who create this game believe this guy is this valuable. Maybe we should look into that a little bit.
Yeah, maybe you just don't say it
But
either.
they don't say it. It's like, yeah, he's not the guy. No.
Hey, you could have gotten Jerry Jeudy much younger on a more affordable deal than Devontae Adams.
Wait, but why would you want a guy with 2 first names?
Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah, he's a guy and a girl.
Well, it is
Jerry.
a girl.
No, Judy.
Jerry, and then the girl version of Jerry, Judy.
I want them just to call him Judy. Judy, get over here.
Man, if I had
That's
that
my
name,
grandma's name.
If I had that name, that would really grind my gears.
Oh, what a transition! Because we're really good at transitions. Oh no, Dane! Dane! No. Okay. Oh.
It still hurts. It's my hips. Yep,
okay.
it's the hips. Oh man.
Wow, I hope you enjoy that.
I don't.
If it grinds your gears,
I wanna
too
stretch.
bad. Because we are back to our grinds, our gears segment, and I'm just BMI. It's a scam.
You said TMI?
BMI.
Oh.
Do you know what BMI is?
Body mass index.
I'm glad you said that because I didn't know what it stood for.
Really?
Well, I probably could have figured it out. I just
knew
wasn't thinking about it. But at like Sam's clubs across the nation, not my club. My club. This is my club right now, the Until Next Week podcast.
Not
but
the
you know,
club.
like a shopping place that's like kind of like Walmart and kind of like Costco, but it's not either of those completely. They have these machines that help you just like take your blood pressure and it kind of calculate your BMI and do all this stuff. And every once in a while, I'm like, I'll jump on there. Unfortunately, I went on the other day and I knew the numbers would be bad because I had downed a massive Chipotle burrito bowl
Again.
which was still well in my stomach. I had worked out that morning. I had a big energy drink
Again.
and also completed the Facebook Marketplace deal. So I'm sure that probably put some stress in my life.
Again.
And I went on here and this scam of machine took my BMI and it's like, you're overweight. And I'm like, I hate you.
I don't
and
think you're
so I
overweight.
went to get liposuction.
Obviously.
And I think I look better now. But
Dig it.
BMI, I've known it for years. It's just such a dumb
You've known it?
measurement or it doesn't mean anything. If you're like athletic, it is so stupid. Like it has my brother. I'm pretty sure when he takes his BMI, it says he's obese. My 6'7" brother who's like 280 pounds, but it's like pure muscle. It's like you're obese. It's crazy.
It's crazy. And much like that, I'm also pure muscle. And
Obviously.
so, with my stick arms. And but yeah, BMI, I don't know, it's dumb. And I prefer doctors who I hate. So I don't prefer doctors. I prefer Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is the true measurement of health.
Yeah, if you're drinking a dew a day, it keeps the
Doctors
voices in your head
and
away.
Yeah. Well, grind your gears.
So we, as a staff at my church, we all went to Kansas City.
Oh, no.
I know, right?
That stinks. Man, I can understand how that grinds your gears.
No.
Okay, so now we're to our main segment.
No, we went to Kansas City to learn from this church called Abundant Life up there, which is...
Thought you were going to go to the kids' hospital because you heard Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce were there.
No.
Okay.
Because the children's hospital are liars too. I was in one of those.
Man.
We'll get into that later. But so then, so we went to Kansas City and we're learning from Abundant Life, and their youth ministry has like 450 kids there on a Wednesday night, and it has 100 leaders. They have 800 young adults on a Tuesday
That really
night.
is an abundant amount of lives.
It's a lot. And so we get there and we have a session in the morning and a session in the afternoon, and you get paired up with people who are like ministried. So I would be with the youth ministry people, and then, you know, like, I don't know, global team, like missions team would be with the mission people for them. And so my first session in the morning was with the young adults pastor.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I'm not a young adults guy.
Yeah.
And he comes and sits over. First off, it's like he was really awesome to talk to and meet with, but he looked like total youth pastor vibes. He had the skinny jeans that had the holes in the knees and the swoopy hair.
I was going to say like slick back hair or something.
It was like that. I don't know.
Did he have like the overly big like glasses?
No, he didn't have glasses.
Okay.
And so he sits down and he goes, so what do you guys want to learn about with not youth ministry, with young adult ministry? And I'm like, well, cards on the table, we're the youth ministry guys, but I'm eager to learn. Like I want to ask questions and take it back. And
do you have any single ladies here?
no,
I want to learn all about that.
and he just goes, so, well, okay, what's your young adult ministry look like right now? I'm like, well, we kind of don't have much. We do a once a month event that people kind of just come and hang out at. And he goes,
Because we use GroupMe.
well, partly. But I was like, yeah. Or he goes, all right. And I'm like, he goes, so what's your question? I'm like, well, I guess if you were starting a ministry, what would you do? Like a young adults ministry, what would you do? And he goes, well, like you got to have a vision. If you don't have a vision, nobody's going to galvanize behind that. And you're just going to keep doing or be stuck in the mud where you guys, or you didn't say stuck in the mud. You guys are just going to continue not growing things like you are right now. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
And the look he just kind of had on his face was, this was a waste of time for me, because he probably took time out of his very busy day to meet with us for multiple hours. And I'm asking very vague and not specific questions. And just like, what would you do if you were starting something? And then
what would he want you to ask?
Well, what he would want is that we would have young adult guys to meet with him or girls. And then we don't have anybody. And so I'm like, well,
sounds like they messed that up a little bit.
yeah. And so I'm like, yeah, I mean, sorry. And So he goes,
So he cussed you out and left.
yeah, basically. No, he was just like, he kind of had that look on his face. But then I met with the youth girl in the afternoon, and she gave us a lot of information. I left with like 30 pages of documents. It was great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Was she single?
No.
Dang.
Giant rock on her left hand. And so, but also, I don't know. Kansas City's crazy.
That's true.
Yeah, life was crazy. And then we learned a lot up there. And then we drove all the way back. So I drove all the way there and all the way back. And people kept falling asleep. And I got no sleep because we had to be at the church in order for us to leave from our church at like 5:50 a.m. And I'm like,
Ew.
I know. So that means I had to get up at 5 to shower and get ready. And I was like, this is the worst. I hate life. And I don't know, prevented me from going out with some of my hood rat friends the night before.
But on the bright side,
Mr.
you were
Brightside.
able to play the Until Next Week podcast the whole way back.
Sure did.
And it's, you know how some people have like a playlist they listen to as they go to sleep and it's like rain sounds or whatever else?
Yeah.
We need to start promoting the podcast to be
You can listen
that
to it for
thing.
that.
Listen to it overnight. Go to sleep. Let it play for 10 hours 6 hours every night.
Yeah, I'm not sure that we're exactly what you would call soothing.
Hey, did you listen to last week's episode?
That was soothing. And you know what else soothes? Our main
Soothes?
segments.
Soothes.
You know what else soothes?
Our main segments. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so our main segment this week is
We need
going
a
to
drop
be,
for that.
it changes like every week.
I'm going to press something.
No, that's not. And welcome back to our main segment.
Which is not that.
Are you smarter? No, it's actually just best topics
You know what we should
to
do?
break up with family during the holidays draft. It flows well.
Best topics to bring up with the holidays during the holidays draft.
Yeah, best family members to bring up to family members for topics during the holiday drafts. And that's with your hosts, Samuel and Dane.
We should have a drop when we're doing drafts is the NFL draft, which is good. Dun, 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 dun.
I mean, that could be an option.
That'd be interesting.
It could be. If you send it to me, I can try to do it. It might be an option.
Go, I want to do this now.
Okay. Well, anyways, we're going to both have 4 different picks. Do you want to go first or last, or do you want to have the Siri who you ask, hey, should I go?
Siri, pick a number between 1 and 2.
I'm 2, Dane's 1. Here we go.
A random number between 1 and 2 is 2.
Okay, so I'm up again.
Frick!
Which is great. Because for
You're gonna take
my
mine.
number 1 overall pick on the best topics to bring up with the family during the holidays draft is politics.
Yep, that was my number 2.
Politics is something that really just brings families together.
It does.
When you look at the country as a whole, like politics is by far the thing that brings people together the most.
People like it.
I mean, you probably saw that holiday or event that happened early in January a few years ago, and it really brought together people towards like a common goal. And I think that's really good for our family as well.
Yeah.
Especially when you're doing this, people like to debate, and that can be a good thing for healthy communication, whether that's with family, friends, etc. So I think it's also good to kind of play the devil's advocate here, and whatever most people believe, just take the complete opposite side.
I like that.
And then you just kind of have good discussion, and you'll never run out of things to talk about. But you might need to take breaks every once in a while to go to your own rooms to not calm down. Just take a deep breath and then rewrite your notes before you go out there again for round 2. But yeah, politics, it can't be beat. Like, it's so good.
It's weird.
No one ever stops talking in these kind of conversations.
Exactly. Joe Biden.
Yep. And honestly, that could be one thing you go up to people and to say. Nothing else, just be like, Joe Biden.
I might do that on
and just see
Christmas.
what happens. Like, you just kind of throw it out there, and like, who sticks their head up?
In the middle,
I say this
in the middle of our Christmas game, I might just be like, so Joe Biden.
Joe Biden. Yeah.
And just leave it at that and see what happens.
You could say any recent president or person running for president. You can be like, Trump? Okay.
Question mark?
Kamala? Kamala? Hillary Clinton?
Hitler Clinton.
Mitt Romney?
Dang it.
How about Obama? Here we go.
Shout out to Obama.
Bush did 9 months of running the presidential office, and then did another 7 years and 3 months. So yeah, that was my number 1 pick. How are you feeling with your number 1 overall pick, Dane?
Mine's a classic that every parent wants their child to bring up.
Yep.
At Christmas time, which is
the
legalization of weed.
That is good.
That's actually the first thing I wrote down, which is funny.
Okay, so why is legalization of weed a good topic to bring up?
Because nothing's funnier.
I knew that would be high up on your list.
No.
But
Dang it. Because nothing's better than when you're trying to have a civil conversation with a family member, but you can't because they're high.
oh no, does this happen a lot?
I mean, just with Lindsay Reed.
Oh, okay. I know it's good for growing babies.
Whoa. No, Lindsay doesn't do that maybe. And so, but yeah, trying to have a conversation with a family member who's high is not very fun because you get nowhere with it. And then you're just like, well, do you even need me for this conversation? And then they're just like, who do you think I am? And I'm like, exactly.
Okay. That was a good first pick. What about your second pick here?
Well, the second pick is Baby Adolf, a.k.a. the Who's Pregnant game.
Oh, Who's Pregnant is big. That kind of... I think this kind of goes with one of mine. I'm not going to say it. I'll let you get into yours, but I'm going to take off my list. I had bringing up how different members have been gaining weight in your family.
Ooh.
So I'll let you kind of take both of these together.
I almost put that too. But no, yeah. So are you pregnant? It's just, okay, so-and-so and so-and-so have been married for 25 seconds. Why aren't you pregnant yet?
Yeah.
Like, it's hilarious. Some people bring it up at weddings. They're like, so when are you having kids? And
you're like,
and that's the thing. Like, if/when I get married, like, and somebody goes, so when do you guys think about having kids? I'm going to say, yeah, we're pregnant right now.
We haven't tried yet.
Yeah, we haven't tried. Actually, I haven't even held her hand. Out of respect.
You wait until a year.
You wait until year 10 of marriage in order to hold their hand.
You sleep in different bedrooms until then.
Yeah, bunk beds, actually.
Yep.
So that's my number 2.
Those are some good first picks. I'm going to go with, I know a lot of families enjoy sports, so I think it's really good to bring up how different teams have maybe been underperforming, especially if someone's really passionate about them.
Oh, yeah.
Like going into, let's say, your family's household and be like, hey, how about them Cowboys?
Oh.
And I think that could be a really good topic to discuss and be like, man, you guys are either great or you guys have just really underperformed and you're horrible and you have no hope going forward. I think that is something that doesn't ever rile up anyone. And it's just a good topic to discuss.
No, it never gets anybody riled up except for myself. And then I start yelling. And every time I start yelling, people get mad because there's like a gazillion babies in our home. So
yeah, I think that's a good pick you had there because it was my pick and I just said it. So it wasn't your pick, it was my pick.
So true.
Anyways, number 3 overall pick. I think it's really good to remind family members of lies others have told about them.
I love that.
Or times they have wronged each other. So that way you can kind of rehash everything once again and kind of like get through it.
Love
like
that.
Even if you've gotten over in the past, like sometimes you just got to bring it up to see like, can we do it again? Can we get through this time of like, hey, why did you make that crazy big purchase without talking to me? Or why did you lie to me about blank? Or why have you been, I don't know, just like anything
Can't believe you dated
crazy.
me and my sister.
Yeah. Why did you follow that Instagram account for so long? Like et cetera. Like there's a lot of good things you could bring up here. And I think, again, it just brings family together because if you have division, it eventually can lead to
intervention.
Yeah, intervention. And intervention's a good thing to have at family.
Nothing says love like an ultimatum.
Another great quote by Dane. So those are my first 3 picks. What about you? What are your final 2 here, Dane?
My next one is old personal vendettas that you thought you had put to rest, but then you lurch across the table and start a family brawl.
Kind of similar, but different. Okay.
It's similar, but slightly different.
Okay.
It's everybody's agreed to put this to bed, and everybody's over it. And you're sitting there eating mashed potatoes, and you just go, the napkin, and then you're like, oh no! And
I can't believe you brought it up again.
You brought up the napkin. I left it there one time.
This food's a little cold again.
You're a little cold again. And who are you to think I'm crazy? I have a boyfriend. And next thing you know, there's kids outside smoking weed and and everybody's pregnant. And then, man, it's a grand old time. And it's time honored tradition because I always bring up how my dad got hit in the ankle with a firework one year.
Oh, that's a good thing to bring up.
And set his sock on fire. That was funny. And then he always gets mad because he goes, how is that funny, Dane? My physical clothes were on fire. And I'm like, what do you mean? You were on fire. That's funny.
It's great.
And
that's good stuff.
Yeah, and it was your fault. That was the best part.
That's good. That's good. Okay, so what about your number 4 overall pick?
My last one is why aren't you married yet?
Oh, so similar to the pregnant question.
Similar and more near and dear to my heart because it's so Dane, you seeing anybody? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm seeing you right here, right now in front of my face.
I'm also seeing a lot of other people, but I don't want to bring them up because they keep getting married to my friends.
That does happen. However, I see a bunch of people that then are just like, and then they try to give you tips and tricks on what you should do differently. And you're like, I didn't ask for this conversation.
It's like, I know someone great for you.
Yeah.
Like, no, you don't.
Now
you
listen,
don't.
she hasn't always been a woman, but
she's single.
That's crazy. However, no, they'll just be like, Dan, like
Grandma, that's an AI generated picture of a person. That's not a real individual. They have 4 hands.
That's the stock photo that you bought with that picture frame. Or they'll make a racist comment about somebody, or they'll just be like, you know what you need to do? You need to get to work more. You need to get on one of them apps. And I'm just like, no, get off of here.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
you go to Craigslist.
Or Tammy, my stepmother,
yeah,
will always be like, Dan, like, can I sign you up for AmishOnly.com? And she goes, I know a few Amish people.
That website's kind of a hit or a miss.
Dang it. Dang it.
So my 4th pick.
No, Tammy legit tries to put me on AmishOnly.com. And I'm like, no, Tammy, get out of here.
Go to the JP Pokluda's new thing that he's doing, that dating service.
Is that launched?
It's supposed to happen soon. It's not like a dating site. They just will match you with someone.
Oh.
So
that's interesting.
Who knows? Who knows? Are you done with your 4 picks now?
That's basically it, yeah.
Okay. 4th pick, just because, again, it hasn't happened in a few years, but it is something that people are still passionate about, which is good in conversations. Bring up anything COVID related.
Love COVID.
A lot of times, I mean, you could bring up masks, you could bring about vaccine stuff, you could bring up whatever you want, but whatever your family thinks, take the opposite side. Again, it makes for better conversation. It keeps the conversation going.
It does.
And then just say whether you think they did a good or bad job. Again, opposite of what your family thinks.
Here's a challenge this year. Maybe somebody from the Until Next Week podcast who's listening, maybe on your drive up to your family Christmas. Maybe,
try all these.
Maybe you just wear a mask to Christmas and see what happens. And maybe you wear a yarmulke too and just see what happens.
Just whatever you need to wear, just do it.
Maybe you just say, Mom, I actually don't like your meatloaf.
Yeah.
What?
And
so,
yeah.
Do you have any honorable mentions?
I just had a couple. Bring up any bad dating relationship in the family or with close friends. Anything,
especially to people who are now married.
Yes. Bring up those. Oh yeah, especially if they're like past bad dating relationships. It's huge.
I do that with Lindsay a lot.
Somewhat similar. You could bring up family members that no one likes.
Ooh.
And it's like, hey, why did you bring them up? And it's like, well, we haven't talked about them in a bit.
That's my mom's side of the family mostly.
Yeah. I think everybody has that to some extent. What about you? Any honorable mentions?
It's usually the gifts that I end up giving people. They're like, Dane, why did you give this to me? And I'm just like, and I get into that next week's, AKA gifts that I've given Lindsay Reed.
Yeah.
But one year, my brother Cole bought a present for our now brother-in-law, Daniel Reed.
Shout out Daniel.
And it was with a note on it.
It was his birthday the other day.
It was his birthday. Man. Shout out to Daniel Reed.
He's
Happy
now
28.
18
He's
years old.
18, and now it's legal for him and Lindsay to be
have
married.
A kid. Yeah.
Yep. No, he's 25. 25, yeah.
I saw that and I was like, thought he was older.
No, yeah. He's younger than Lindsay, which
I also forget that
crazy.
Lindsay's also pretty young.
Well, Lindsay's only 26.
So young.
That's a year younger than us.
Yeah, but we're so old.
We are old. We're a different kind of old. You're an accountant and I have cancer.
And so, I don't know what's worse.
The cancer.
Okay. Unreal. Sorry.
So the gifts, but Cole gets Daniel a present and the note on it says, to Daniel, why don't you suck on this? And it's like, oh no. And then Cole starts
Just laughing.
Yeah, he's laughing and people are just like, is it alive, Cole? Because he stabbed holes in it so it could, quote, breathe. And then opens it, and it's just a giant rock. Like a boulder. Not a boulder.
That's
but
a
like
great gift. Man, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it was weird. It's like the size of your head kind of rock.
Yeah.
But Daniel was freaking out, like opening it. He's laughing, like he has a nervous laugh that he does. Lindsay Reed's like thinking of it right now, but it's not like that. It's Something like that.
I can picture it. There you go.
Because he's like real normal, and then he'll just like outburst laugh, and then it's like it'll just be like, and he opens it, and it was just a rock, and it was funny, and so good times. So yeah, that's my only honorable mention I had.
Yep. So again, 4 picks were for myself. I had politics, talk about sports teams that are underperforming, remind family members about lies or wrongs that they have done against one another, and then anything COVID related.
Yep.
Dane picked a legalization of weed.
Obviously.
Who's pregnant? Old personal vendettas, or why aren't you married yet? So let us know in the poll in the description who you think had the better overall picks. But until then,
I'm getting too normal.
It really kind of stinks there. You're getting normal. But that's a great time to get to our next segment, which is something that you like to do.
Yeah, if you guys are driving home for the holidays, go ahead and pull off the road, because that might be some ice, because you might be sliding into something that we like to call Dane's Manifesto.
Part 43.
Yeah, part 43. If you're walking, sit down and play this for your family while you're at Christmas. And if you're driving, pull over.
I think you already went through this.
Pull over, because this is illegal. Dane's Manifesto.
I think you said the same thing like twice.
No, I didn't. I said if you're driving.
No, do it again. Don't need to do it again.
Yeah.
So I said if you do this and this.
No, the first one I said if you are driving, that's ice right there. You might want to pull over for.
Okay.
And then the second one I said if you're driving, this is illegal. So you might pull over. If you're walking, you might as well sit down with your family and play this for them, because this is Dane's Manifesto.
Part 43.
So this is the acceptable and unacceptable Christmas movies list. If you play some of these things, if you play the unacceptable ones, you are blasphemous. If you play the acceptable ones, maybe we can have a drink sometime. By a drink, I mean Mountain Dew.
Hey.
So we will start with the acceptable list. And some of the usual suspects will be on here, like Die Hard 1 and Die Hard 2.
Oh, obviously.
Obviously Christmas movies, and reasons for that are, number one, the first one, it's set at a Christmas party. He writes ho 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 in blood on one of the dead terrorists, and there's presents. There's also a metaphor in there, because the terrorists are a metaphor for your in-laws, because they steal your significant other away. So obviously, good answer. And what else? Also love. Also it snows, and it snows in the second one too. Therefore, the Christmas movies. Number 3, rom-coms, which number 1 rom-com, Ghost of Girlfriend's Past. That's a good one. Another rom-com, Rocky 4. And what's better than ending communism and the Cold War on Christmas Day in Russia? And are you kidding me? Go watch Rocky 4. That's Christmassy. And this is probably one of the only Christmas movies that are actually on here. Jim Carrey's Grinch, I will allow.
Good one. Good one.
Christmas Vacation, maybe. I've only seen parts of it.
Okay.
Home Alone, but only once. Not number 1, but only one Home Alone once during the Christmas season.
Well, but it only could be the first or second Home Alone.
Yeah,
if
the other ones are
Home Alone
dumb.
3 or later, you just have no taste.
Yeah, that no taste, and it's dumb. And I get annoyed after seeing it too many times, and it's on the verge of being annoying and on the unacceptable list, but not quite there.
It's a great movie.
And the last ones are the Santa Claus movies with Tim Allen, because Tim Allen I will always sponsor. Love his TV shows that he comes out with.
Okay.
And now we're moving into the unacceptable ones.
Okay.
These are ones, if you play them, I'm just like, why? Why are you doing this to yourself? This is ridiculous. Kind of like Christmas songs, but this is movies. So, unacceptable. We'll start at the top. Frosty the Snowman. Don't play that. That's so dumb. And it's just not funny or good or anything at all. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Also dumb.
What do you have against Adolf, the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Dude, I was thinking that when I was writing it. I was like, did they just name it Rudolph instead of Adolf? It's crazy.
Maybe. It was like in the 40s.
Yeah.
I believe. Somewhere in there. Maybe 60s. I think 40s.
I don't know. That gets us into our next one. Anything claymation. If it's claymation, do not put that on my television. I would rather go outside and sit in the cold than watch anything claymation.
Claymation's amazing.
No. The next one is animated Grinch. Don't watch that. There's a better Grinch. Why would you watch the worst Grinch when there's a better one out there? Obviously. Now, the next one is Touchdown, a Chiefs Christmas love story.
Or any Hallmark movie.
Any Hallmark movie, really, but specifically that one because I hate the Chiefs and the Chiefs acting in it. I watched part of it the other night, and because I love, but it was a terrible movie. And then the next one is almost anything animated. If you watch animated movies, most of them are dumb. Some of them are
Polar Express?
dumb. Wow. I don't need that in my life. But if you want to watch Megamind, you can watch that.
Have you watched that one movie that is on Netflix, which is called something?
Red one?
No. Christmas movie.
Chronicles?
No. Netflix animated. It was really good.
Doubt it.
It is called, I'm looking right now, Claus.
No, I'm not watching
Klaus. I think you would like it and you would probably tear up.
Is it a violent night?
I saw that movie. I'm surprised that wasn't on your list for acceptable.
I thought about it because that one's pretty cool.
That one's so crazy.
It's Die Hard, but if Santa was
so crazy.
It was John McClane.
Yeah.
So then the last two on unacceptable is the most polarizer one, probably Elf. Don't want to see it.
Take it back.
I don't want to see
Take it
it.
back. Elf is so good.
No, it's annoying.
Will Ferrell does something amazing with that part.
No, it's annoying.
It's so good.
I've seen it too much.
And, okay, what's the final one?
The last one's Hot Frosty.
Hot Frosty. Okay, I'm glad that one of mine was not on the list.
So one of my friend groups that I hang out with, they keep wanting to watch Hot Frosty, and I've seen the preview a few times. It's where this girl kisses a mannequin, and it turns into a like shirtless like hunk who's ripped like Channing Tatum essentially.
It doesn't work.
And then all of a sudden they fall in love, and I'm like, okay, this is the dumbest movie I've ever seen. So don't watch that.
You ever have almost seen.
Almost seen. I've never watched it, but I don't need to. I've seen everything I need to see about it. So if that sparks your interest, I can do a Christmas songs list thing that is unacceptable to listen to, except for we might be recording 2 episodes at the same time, so I may not get to it.
We would record it after Christmas.
Yeah.
It'll come out after Christmas, so it's not really relevant.
But you can now go back to quarreling with your in-laws and driving to your parents' place while also walking there, because that was part 47 of Dane's manifesto.
Shout out Dane. Shout out Dane.
And Versace store.
And Versace store. Well, it's now that time of the week. Yes, it is time for something that we like to do, and it is...
If you wanna reach me, when you wanna face me, it's okay. Whenever you need me, baby. Call me, beep me, if you wanna reach me. Beep me, if you wanna reach me.
Call me.
So shout out.
Beep me. Shout out Kim Possible.
Yeah, shout out to Kim Possible, our number one fan. But really, our number one fan is the Jack Holmgren, and he has another joke of the week with Jack, and we're going to listen to it right now.
What did one snowman say to the other snowman? Smells like carrots. Also, I heard Samuel liked to dress up like a pink ballerina when he was a kid.
T.
I don't get the carrots. Just like pee?
Because the nose is the carrot.
Dang it.
You didn't get that?
I wasn't thinking. I thought he would have a second part of the joke because I saw there was more talking.
Right.
So I thought that was still the buildup. Dang it.
No, the nose is a carrot on a snowman.
Okay. I don't know. I thought I talked about that on the podcast. Maybe I talked to him on the phone about that.
Tutu ballerina girls.
Yeah, I don't remember why we talked about that exactly, but
I might shave my
beard.
It
happens. What? Are you shaving?
My beard.
Oh, okay. Okay. Besides jokes with Jack, we have a new call-in listener who I don't believe has ever sent us a voice memo ever. And that individual is the Ryan Rockwell.
Hello, podcast. This is Ryan Rockwell of the Big Ben Theory. Just wanted to say, on behalf of Lamar Jackson, suck it, Dane. And also, here's another guy.
You're slow, Dane. This is Jack. We out.
That's crazy. That's funny.
I had no idea what he would sound like, but I like that. That's solid.
So, Ryan, first question is, so you have a podcast called The Big Ben Theory? That's crazy.
Well, I think that's just his name.
Oh, that's
that's
his
football
name
league.
On the Fantasy Footballer
yes.
podcast. And I beat you last week. I have more points than you last week.
But he probably sent that in. He sent it on Sunday at 2:29 p.m. So at that point, he probably was doing pretty well.
Was winning. However, it doesn't matter. This is a 2-week process, and the only thing that actually matters is that Allie Hoopy is not in there, and
she's punching the air right now for sure.
It's all right. I like to punch the air too.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay. Well, we'll get into now some responses from episode 103, some comments that were left, and we had a lot of them this time. I'll try to run through them here right now. One from Keenan A. Smith. He said, this episode should have been called You Splattered on Me.
Whoa. That was Keenan?
Yeah. Oh, do you know him?
Yeah.
Is that your coworker?
He's my old coworker.
Yeah,
and we used to write down, he asked me actually today, he sent me a screenshot of things we used to write down, which was sus comments that were made, or slightly comments that were made in the office. And he's like, Dane, break down the top 20 list that we have here. And I was like,
that's wild.
I'll be honest, I don't think I can say that on the podcast. A lot of those are crazy. Like, we said them in the office and it was funny. Yeah. But maybe if I can find an appropriate one, I'll read it.
Okay, well, I'll keep reading. I'll read all these others really quick. Joshua Schmitz put, it's never too cold to run outside. Just double up on underwear.
Oh.
Jack Holmgren put, Michael should win this draft hands down. Michael's picks were based, Samuel's picks were basic, and Dane's just trying to get to first base.
Whoa.
Hashtag Operation.
Who said that?
Jack Holmgren. Hashtag Operation Desert Wasteland. Angela Birdwell put, I vote without listening to the episode yet. Just pick whoever I feel like picking that week. Don't know how that skews the votes, but I just wanted to be honest. Y'all should make a point to visit Santa's Wonderland just south of College Station one day. Whoa. Over 1 million lights and just gets bigger every year.
I would like to go to College Station to see a football game at Texas A&M.
And to steal her scooter.
Or that too, yes.
Alvaro put, welcome to Chaos. Brought to you by Michael Fuller. And yes, Alvaro, I did change the title name of episode 103 to Welcome to Chaos. So thank you for the suggestion. Ali Hoopy put, my thoughts. I can't believe I listened to 2 hours of Samuel attempting to herd cats. Claymation Christmas movies are so unsettling and nobody can change my mind.
See?
Michael's top podcasts were top tier, even though the Daily Wire lost their best host, Brett Cooper. Matt is now my favorite Daily Wire host. Yeah. That is all.
Matt Walsh. Yeah, he's kind of funny.
Emily Abbott put, this episode was 2 hours of unhinged conversations. I couldn't stop listening because I wanted to know what would happen next.
Emily followed me on Instagram.
Samuel wins the picks this week.
What?
And then Austin Messer said, does Michael like Star Wars? Doesn't seem like he's a very big fan.
I tried to set him up for it too.
He hates Star Wars. Hates it so much.
True.
And then for our poll, which was who had the best Christmas activities, with 77.8% of the vote, it was Samuel.
What?
With 22.2% of the vote, Michael.
What?
With 0%
Nobody voted for me?
It was Dane.
Wait, what were my picks? You remember?
I would have to look again.
I might have them in my notes here. Christmas activities.
But you got 0 votes.
Oh, best parts of Christmas. I put Jesus.
And you got 0
Nobody
votes.
voted for Jesus?
I don't know, but it has you at 0%.
That's crazy.
I ran away because I think I tugged at the heartstrings a little bit.
Nobody loves Jesus? Are you serious?
That could be another clip. Wow.
That's how we should get into the verse of the week.
Wow. Nobody loves Jesus. Are you serious? Welcome to our verse of the week.
That should be really funny.
That's good. That's good. That's good. But yeah, it is time for our sponsors of the week. Yes, Jesus Christ of Nazareth is our number 1 sponsor of the week. And
I don't even know if we should get into it.
And now it's time for part 2 of the 4-week series, but it's actually part 2 of 4 of number 2 in the 4-week series. And that doesn't make any sense. It's okay because Dane's going to take it away.
It doesn't make sense because you guys hate
now.
Jesus.
No, stop.
I'm kidding. I'm just
okay.
mad.
Here we go.
So, okay. So the series that we're in is called Fighting for Joy. And because history of it, I went and sat through like an hour or so lecture from this this guy who has a doctorate in theological studies, I think, and he is a pastor in town at a fairly big church, and I think it's the church that we church planted off of. So they bring him in, and he was kind of talking to our staff about fighting for joy, and he even has like a bunch of notes that we took for it. And so I'm basically reading off of what he had and then expanding off of that. And so what this week is, it's point number 2, where we're shutting off the 4 negative emotions that drain your emotional energy for fighting for joy.
Yep.
And so we're on the second one of those. And the second one is anger. Anger is number 2 whenever it comes to shutting off the negative emotions for fighting for joy. And so there's a few verses here that went with it. And the first one is Mark 11:25, which is, and whenever you stand praying, forgive if you have anything against anyone. Matthew 18, verse 27 says, and the Lord of that slave felt compassion and released him and forgave the debt. Colossians 2:14 says, having canceled out the certificate of debt consisting of decrees against us which was hostile to us, and he has taken it out of the way, having nailed it to the cross. 1 Corinthians 13:4-5 says, love does not take anything into account does not take into account a wrong suffered. And the last one, Mark 12:31 says, the second is this, you shall love your neighbors yourself. There is no other commandment greater than these. And so when I think about anger, something I learned in one of my psychology classes actually is that anger is a secondary emotion. And by secondary emotion, I mean that it's something that is not the primary emotion. So it's not the actual emotion that you're feeling. It's basically a side effect of an emotion that you're feeling, which usually that emotion out of anger is sadness. You're actually feeling sad, and then it manifests, specifically in men, it manifests in anger, and mostly in guys, but also in like just anybody, children, women, adults, kids.
Oh my.
And so whenever you're feeling that sadness, it's really like, what is the root of the sadness? What am I actually sad about? And for instance, like when somebody offends you, it's you're angry about it. It's not that you're angry at them, because that doesn't make any sense. You got to be angry about something. And what it is that I'm actually upset that this person let me down in some way, shape, or form. And whenever I start thinking about that, it's like, okay, I think of this quote mostly, which is, don't sweat the small stuff, and it's all the small stuff, meaning that there's so many things in life that are just bigger than this like little slight that somebody did towards you. And it's like, you know what, like you just got to kind of let it go, and you find the people in your life that you can depend on, and you find the people in your life that, you know, maybe you just got to take it with a grain of salt. So, and it just kind of gets frustrating as we start thinking about, hey, like I got to rely on this person. They got to set me up. Maybe they wronged me in this way, but it's like, man, you know, sun's going to come up tomorrow. It's really going to be okay. And then I start thinking about the deeper things, actually. I'm like, maybe somebody offended me in this like huge way. Am I supposed to just let that go, forgive them, treat it as if nothing ever happened? Mm-hmm. No, there's wisdom in this. And what that means is we are called to forgive, yes, which means you hold nothing against that person any longer. However, reconciling is different. So if, like, for instance, whenever you date somebody, and you should, like, I think it'd be best practice to be able to, if you're dating, then you break up and then you can still be like somewhat cordial friends with that person. I think that's probably what you should aim for. However, if it's a breakup where it didn't exactly end well and somebody had some grievous thing against you, you are called to forgive. You don't hold it against them. However, that doesn't mean you have to like be besties with them anymore. It doesn't mean that you necessarily have to sign up for all the same classes that they're doing, text them all the time. In fact, it just means, or sometimes it might mean healthy coexistence. And so it's different things for different people whenever it comes to reconciling anger. However, the one thing we are called is to forgive, because if we hold on to that anger, then we're just going to end up bitter and angry and lonely. And it's like the quote that I use a lot. What is it? Bitterness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die.
Yep.
So don't be angry if you want to fight for joy, or at least work through that anger if you're fighting for joy. And that was our verse of the week with Jesus.
Shout out.
I'm not Jesus, by the way.
Yeah. Another great quote I could have on the buttons. I'm not Jesus, by the way. And then our number 2 sponsors of the week, Jake Trust and Art, Jake's Body Shop, Reverend Banks. We brought up Jake's Body Shop and his dance moves earlier, and he was tearing up that dance floor. Jake Trust and Art has been selling art like nobody's business, one of which he sold a picture, I think, of Rob Gronkowski that he drew to one of my friends who's a big Patriots fan.
Nice.
And then Reverend Banks is just leading well. He preached the other week, did a good job, and he's just killing it out there. And then finally, our third sponsors or sponsor of the week is Santa Claus and his ho ho hos.
That's Samuel who put that. I didn't put that.
No, he says ho ho ho.
I was gonna put Mrs. Claus eyeball emoji.
Mrs. Claus is really mad when Santa Claus says ho ho hos.
That's true.
Yeah, because he's always talking about them.
Talking about her and her friends.
Yeah.
I mean, what?
So some final thoughts. Reach out if you want to make clips for us. We've mentioned that before. We'll mention it again because I have not put in any effort to try to figure it out myself yet.
You're off. What are you doing right
I'm
now?
sorry. I've been busy. Friday Pickleball. If you need 2 pickleball battles and get them a little bit cheaper, use the code Samuel14434. I believe you'll get $5 off whatever the cheapest price is at that point in time. They're quality. $5 off the cheapest price, I believe. And then also, Dane's still doing his ministry support. If you want to support him as well, click on that link in the description.
Dude, I got big ideas for our youth ministry.
Let's go.
I write down a lot.
Let's go. If you want to help fund those ideas, click on that link and then send him a DM on Instagram and the Until Next Week podcast a DM on Instagram. So that way we can let the church know so they can track it properly.
True.
Also, please keep telling your friends if you enjoy this podcast.
Or if you hate it.
Whatever you say, just make sure that they listen as well, because that's the best way to grow the podcast, and that'll be awesome. Leave us 5 stars. Leave us those voice memos on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram, obviously. Follow us on TikTok, even though it's likely to get deleted forever.
Vote against it.
Just thank you again for listening to episode 104, which is the end of season 2 of the Until Next Week podcast. Thanks again for listening.
Holla at your boy.